So I've been playing double bass for 5 years, so since January 2019, and the one thing I really wanted to learn on the double bass was the art of slapping. Now, for those unaware, slapping is a thing that was very popular in the 1950s. It's sort of associated with rockabilly, rock and roll, that sort of thing. It was a teenage counterculture, you know, rock and roll was massive, it was huge, and the slap bass, double bass, upright bass, whatever, sort of cemented that, you know, it was sort of slightly rebellious, slightly naughty, gave a bit of percussion, and it made a traditional instrument, you know, this big bassy instrument was traditionally obviously seen in orchestras. It gave this instrument a new lease of life, you know, outside of orchestras and swing bands. So the best way to slap a bass is you get these nylon gut strings. These are weed whackers, which are the cheapest variety. You do standard tuning. The downside with these weed whackers is they are quite weak, you know, they do sound quite quiet. But when you get to slapping, they're really good. So you can do a thing called a single slap. So I'm going to do a 1/5 in C. So the actual art of slapping, the actual act, sorry, of slapping the string is just pulling the string and then letting it bounce off the fingerboard. And then you can add a slap in there. Or you could do a double slap, which is and then you can speed it up. Now, it's very difficult to keep up. It's one thing that I can do in a short burst, but actually doing it for a long time is, it's death. It really does hurt the arm because obviously you're putting a lot of tension in there. You're having to tense your fingers a lot more than you would normally if you were just doing normal pizzicato. So I'm going to try and do a demonstration of, straddling the bass, of what it's like, you know, when I'm playing something like Bill Haley, where Al Rex he's a master slapper. He can slap that bass really well. The best example of that is Goofing Around. Goofing Around has an amazing bass solo, and Al Rex is just slapping out of the double bass it's amazing. But that's what happens when you get a bit worn out with it. It's quite fun. Yeah. So that is slapping the upright bass.